Another day, another grind. We are here on the Celestial Lake, and the battle takes place. The dwarves, led by Spotify and Vampire Coast, together against the Empire. Talanclaw is leading them, and Grand Cathay. Yeah, so let's look into this battle and see who performed here pretty well. So, for the dwarves here, we have Grombrindle, then of course the core of miners with blasting charges. We have a couple of Longbeards, Iron Drakes, and more Iron Drakes. Then in the bushes, a couple of Longbeards here once again. We have a summon immediately. So for Vampire Coast, we had Count Noctilus, for sure a Vampire Fleet Captain with the deep, okay. Queen Bess is here, so she can hide in the woods. Pretty nice tech here. On the other side, we have Elspeth von Draken on her dragon here. Then a lot of chaff units for sure. What is the difference for, the difference makers here? We have the Luminarch, very interesting tag. And then for Grand Cathay, it is Miao Ying and couple of those crane gunners that would probably shoot here against this statue. Not a great placement. Then Jade Lancers and kind of non-good Grenadiers. So yeah, let's fast forward here and look what happens. So red side is kind of taking point number 2, and the green side is taking point number 1. And then we have the first Queen Bess shots here immediately, where they are going. They're going down onto the crane gunners here, so really good shot. This is a mean situation. We have Elspeth here trying to do something, but she gets really focused here by magic. I guess Count Noctilus did a little bit of his wild magic here. What do we have on the other side? So point number 2 is getting engaged immediately by the Empire and Grand Cathay here. Nice shot on Grombrindle, so he will have a pretty bad time here against Elspeth. She's moving around, that's pretty nice. But there is not much, I would say, there is not much movement needed for now, because Queen Beth can really handle a lot of units here, and then you can engage. We have the Luminarch shooting into the Longbeards. That's probably not the best shot whatsoever. We have Outriders here, so Outriders can really deal well with the Longbeards. But the Iron Drakes will do their best impression of damage here right now. So it is a nice shot from the Luminarch, but also nice roasting here. Oh my god. It is really a bursting down, pardon the words here, but it's really that funny. Animated Hulks here dealing with the Jade Lancers, helping out as well, against Elspeth. And when you look at all this, the whole situation here, Queen Beth is kind of like does the heavy lifting, right? A lot of units are here kind of standing around, and that's the problem. So you have to move those units somewhere away or into the woods, coming from the side basically, and trying the best. Other than that, you don't need, like, you need to summon something and come over here. And then those spear guys, they won't survive for long when you come with 2 units, right? On this flank here, Iron Drakes are crunched down, and Elspeth is doing a great job. She has here some passive aura that brings her more spell mastery and spell resistance. So she is doing that part of her bargain. And the Outriders here shooting into the Longbeards. As I said, that's basically the best what you can do here. Longbeards fighting really strong against those spearmen. Miners with blasting charges as well. So this flank looks still pretty nice. Yeah. When it comes to Queen Beth, 5 ammunition left. I mean, maybe it has to be resummoned. I'm not sure. Yep. So far, I have to say that the dwarves are doing a very, very good job of picking up targets that are fighting somewhere alone. And yep, nice charge here by the great Longma Riders. And I would assume you should go with more Longma Riders and go for Queen Beth. Over here, still a lot of units breaking, a lot of units handling the damage not that well. And this point can be taken by anything right now. Another shot, this time on Miao Ying. And those units are a little bit unfortunate because they're running through the fire here. We have crane gunners trying to shoot into the deck droppers. Pretty good focus here, because otherwise that positioning is not good. Depth guard with dual axis trying to hold those units back here so they can't support the middle. And what do we have? So points wise, Unlucky Spotify didn't really perform points wise that well, but he doesn't have to so far. So Mercenaire is having is kind of carrying the workload here. On the other side, the red team is doing kind of similar. So it's still both sides game, kind of. Points wise, it's a little bit of a lead for Grombrindle and Count Noctilus, but that could change soon when Queen Beth is kind of offline. And that happened here. So Queen Beth is it got really unsummoned. So now the Vampire Fleet Captain, I think he could wasn't it that he could restock maybe? Not really, I don't see that here. Unfortunate. And another deck droppers here. Those units are really fun. I noticed them last time when the Bulge played them in our tournament, and that was fun. So Grombrindle is here on his deathbed, and he is going down. He has, what does he have? He has a Foe Seeker activated and the Rune Axe, which doesn't bring anything in this matchup. And now it's important. It is important to focus him down. He has 8 HP. Like, I mean, Elspeth is getting a little bit in a very bad situation here. What is that? We have the Terracotta Sentinel here. Go for Grombrindle. I think Grombrindle is down. Alright, so the dwarves are really having a bad time here. Night Terror summoned in, going for the little sneaky stalker tactics over this side here. And it is the fight for point number 3. Everything has to go here and try to protect or defend or try to capture for sure. We have blasting miners here once again with one nice volley of ammunition left. Can they do it? They got charged, so there is no possibility of throwing those blasting charges. Yao Ying here, kind of getting into her dragon form, but is not really going into the fight. So I don't know why you changed that instead of maybe using her for heals, which she doesn't have. So that's a little bit, I don't know. I would have taken the heals with me. That's for sure. And here we are. Night Terrors. Going in. Those Grenadiers here, they will be followed until the end of times. Until the last one of those drops the grenades and runs off. Yeah, pretty good stuff. It seems like point number 3 can't be really taken. We have now another Queen Bess summoned with nice ammunition restock here. And yep, this is probably the beginning of the end here. Because red side can't really get to the Queen Beth, right? And I assume that this will be still the case because they are not trying to move over the woods here, trying to get, or the Longma riders maybe over the woods, and then going for the Queen Beth. So she will shoot. Value wise, yeah, great spot. Like, I mean, great pick, great choice. Now Elspeth is trying to go here for Queen Beth, and yeah, we have summons here. So those pole arms zombie pirates here, they will defend, and also animated hogs here pretty much will do the job for sure. Those Iron Drakes here summoned in and immediately getting a lot of pressure from Elspeth. So that is this. I don't know. I mean, why do you have Miao Ying here and doing nothing with her? That's not even a little bit of a blunder. It's a big blunder. Dwarf Warriors here trying to dig a hole through the front line and doing a lot of damage. We have Free Company Militia now moving in, and I would say that's a good pick against dwarves. Like those Longbeards here, yeah, they don't even have really a good chance. But now they're in meaty, so that is the change here that you can do. You should shoot with those Free Company Militias into the back of those guys, so their shields are not very effective here. But another miners unit. Sorry guys, it's pretty early here and I woke up about 15 minutes ago. I would assume that this game is done. There is no possibility whatsoever to come back for the Empire and Grand Cathay. Outriders trying to do their best, but even those couple of Iron Drakes are shooting into the Jade Lancers here. I think the really important part was Miao Ying, no heals, right? And Miao Ying, being the dragon that she is, in the air, doing nothing. So Elspeth was used way better, moving around the battlefield, doing a lot of damage, having really great impact on the battlefield. Unfortunately, the MVP here is Queen Beth. I guess that you really did a great job of poking down all those Grand Cathay units on this side here, and this led to a 2v1 situation on point number 3, right? We have still handgunners here, deck droppers. I like those. Grombrindle returned from his ancient tomb. He just took a nap. It is really like that. The nap was real, and now he is trying to go for Elspeth. I think Elspeth can go up, but she is pretty slow. So maybe, no, now she can run off the battlefield pressure. But she is not. She is just moving in. There is not much time left, so you need to really do whatever you can. But now Elspeth dies. It's going down in the blazing heat of an Iron Drake flamethrower. and Queen Bess still shooting. Queen Beth is kind of like a Black Widow here, killing each and every man on the battlefield for sure. Uh, and yep, that's kind of it. Very clean game from the dwarves and the Vampire Coast. And I assume that there is not much left to see. So let's get into the value train here. So Grombrindle, yeah, not much value here. He was pretty much blundered. I think a couple of those Iron Drakes, they could do a little bit more. There was no flying reinforcement, so that's pretty interesting in my opinion. And Unlucky Spotify tried his best impression with the dwarves. A couple of those dwarves did a great job, so that's for sure. Like this Slayer unit here could probably push through. And even those Quarrelers summoned in did a good job. I think on this side for sure, MVP for the game, Queen Beth. We have Count Noctilus. Didn't really do a lot. Then we have the Depth Guards that, yeah, performed kind of well in the midst of taking points. And then Deck Gunners and, yep, another Mongrel unit was there to do the deeds. That's nice. That's nice. On the Empire side. So Elspeth, she was a beast. So Talon did a great job of moving around, using her with each and every inch of her existence to heave the W on his side. The Luminarch was kind of a really weird pick, plus you didn't really use it as a Lord Sniper here. Like, yeah, Grombrindle died, but it didn't really help you out with anything else. Yeah, I mean, maybe using a little bit more of those knights here would have been a good choice. Wow, those Grenade Launcher Outriders, they were overtime. For Grand Cathay, I mean, yeah, you can see that Miao Ying pretty much blundered. Not a great use of her for sure. I assume it was maybe a beginner in this situation, so I don't mind. I'm a beginner as well, so that happens, right? Longma Riders, yeah, and the Terracotta here. In general, yeah, there was no chance to come back after Queen Beth got that value. But for now, I'm gonna fetch myself a green tea.